Alrighty, we are live from the apartment today, and new camera coming. New camera should be here Friday for the next apartment episode, and we'll just wait a minute or so for some peeps to get in the chat because it's always more fun with chat people in the chat. I have my lovely beverage. Let me get my lovely notes up. There they are. Bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba. I don't know what is that. Am I doing? Hello, Judy. I see that you're here. AJ, what is that? Is that a song or something that I'm not picking up on? The intro music? Oh, whoa. Got it. Got it. Yeah, we'll get into that soon. My voice. I don't know if you can hear my voice. I don't know if I got Vegas third or something, but I wonder if it's because of the pandy shot that I got affecting my voice. Oh no, I won't be a singer anymore. What up, Sid? Thanks for your services as always. If any of you guys have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in there. Oh yeah, that could be. It could be because we went long yesterday. That's what she said, AJ. Funny times. All right. If there's going to be, today would be a good day for more chatters to come in. I got a new sub somewhere in. I don't know if it's a new bill account or what, but somebody newly subbed back up to 41. So we'll see about that. But yeah, I don't have as many topics as the yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. What up, Margaret? My Columbus accent, if I have one, is a little bit, shall we say, compromised today. Maybe from talking too much, maybe from getting the Pandy one shot yesterday morning. We shall see. Okay, that's 3 minutes. That'll be enough. Some more people will come in, hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 people chatting, and there's 7 in here. Well, I don't know if it counts me. I can't remember. What up, Ellie? When she took cultural anthropology, they claimed people in Ohio had no accents. All right. They do tend to say, some of them do tend to say these ones. You know, I mean, I know that's not an accent. I know that's phrasing, but, and of course, my favorite from around here, the car needs washed. They don't say to be around here for some reason. All right, so I'm going to get run out of the city. Anyway, let's see. It is now 4 minutes, so I guess we should get started. Let me see. As I told you, disclaimer on my voice. My Fi, what up? All right, here we go. Get my lyrics so I don't mess up. My loneliness is killing me, and I must confess, I still believe, when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. Little pitchy dog, give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. Do, 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 do. And we are live from Columbus, OH. And it is the Ramsey Show Aftershow show where we talk about the Ramsey Show, the Ramsey Show YouTube chat and the people in it and all things financial. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money, and joining me today as moderator is Sid the Kid. And we appreciate her. She's not getting paid, but on the other hand, she did not have to interview for this position. You can schedule a free coaching consultation assessment by emailing your contact info to CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can also reach me on Instagram at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. Add me on the ground. And if you'd like to donate to this channel so I can make it better for you and for me, you can hit the URL paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Or you can just log on to PayPal and hit send money and then type in my address, email address, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Either way, the money will get to me and I will make good use of it. Thanks for the IOs, kids. I appreciate it. That's right. Sid, I confessed. AJ said, still believe. That's right. Yes, that was a song that came up. I'm trying to do, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm trying to do songs that come up in the Ramsey Show chat. And you can't beat a good Britney Spears. In a way, she is getting paid because she's almost at work when I'm here. Well, that's the same with me, that I'm at work, and today I'm working from home. So I'm getting paid for this too, but not to do this. Just because I have free time while I'm working. All right. Again, I got stuff to talk about, but if you guys have any questions or any comments or anything else or anything you'd like me to comment on, please go ahead and type it in the chat and I will get to it. I promise. Do not ignore the chat. Let's see. Today's Ramsey Show hosts were Dave Ramsey. You probably heard of him. And Dr. John Deloney, the feelings expert. There's a $10 book sale through May 31st, which means there's only 5 more days of that. And I recommend The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey himself and Debt Free Degree by Anthony O'Neill. And today was my child's last day of 11th grade. He was very happy about that, as you can imagine. Let's see. No questions or comments yet. You guys are disappointing me? Just kidding. Market report. Everything was up at least a little bit. The small cap Russell index was up almost 2%. So, I mean, what you see the stuff doing is like going like each like individual sector like goes like this, and then the next day they go like that, and so it all ends up like slowly rising together. But there's some of that and that and that and that. Did you like that? I have my notes in the way, so I couldn't even see what all that looked like. But I hope you like that graphic indication. Since I don't have graphics yet, maybe one day that would be so cool to like have graphics and stuff. I was going to have a live guest today, my daughter, to explain what that game is that we're playing. And we are continuing that tonight at 8 p.m. And we will have chat going, and we're going to dual stream it on both Twitch and YouTube. And I was going to have her on to explain it and stuff, but they decided she got a part-time job. In addition to her other job, she got a part-time job serving at a bar, and they decided they wanted her to do bartending. So they're training her. So she said she was almost 100% sure that she would be home by 8, and so we'd be able to go on time. If not, we may go at 9. If they make her stay the whole time, that's bags. So we'll do it a different time. So yeah, she was like, it's just a bar that I like go to drink sometime. And I'm like, what? But that's not. I think I've said in the chat the other day. That's nothing. On the first gaming stream that we did, she found out that I was not at the hospital when she was born. So, I guess I assumed her mom had told her about all that, but oh well. So anyway, but we talked about it, so we're good still. Obviously, since she's still going to play video games with me and help me be a YouTube multimillionaire. So anyway, we are gonna play that. It's a cooperative game. We both play at the same time. It's split screen, and it's really, really, really fun. All right, she is 24. She'll be 25 in October. Let's see. Margaret said, "Woohoo! Last day." Yep. That's how he feels about it. Question. Yeah, I pulled a bill. Do dads see their kids like babies, little kids, even when they're teens? When they're teens and when they're 24, almost 25 years old. Yes, absolutely. I call her my adult kid. And my son is almost an adult kid as well. He's 17. He'll be 18 in April. So yeah, I mean, I know they're grown up. They're still my babies though. So I still see my babies in there. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she said, I'm not an alcoholic or anything. And I said, that's exactly what an alcoholic would say. So no, I think she's all right. I think she's probably all right. She didn't go that much. So yeah, so close. So in between you and Bill, said. You just assume she was young because my son is in high school, right? There was a delay there. There was a gap in there between. I met my son's mom not that long after Bella was born, though. But we were just together for a while before we got married, and then we didn't. We weren't ready to have a child. Before that, and of course, would you know it, when we did want to have a child, it was more difficult, because of medical reasons. It was more difficult than we thought, but it happened. Made it happen. Yeah, so let's say Bill is somewhere between 23 and 53 and 54. He may have had a 54th birthday, is what he said one time when he accidentally typed 54. Sid read something the other day that said there is no safe amount of alcohol. Even a single sip damage your gray matter in your brain. Yeah, and that explains a lot about people. I've had a little bit of whiskey in my day, but I haven't had any in about 4 years. And that was with last girlfriend. And that's not a bodily function. Again, that is my thing. And so rude, so disrespectful. I'm checking my messages on the live stream. Just making sure it wasn't my kid, because I did tell her to let me know if she got home in time to do a you are basically dead, AJ. That's right. AJ is a drinker. AJ, I think, puts all of us to shame from what he has said. I hope that wasn't a secret, AJ. I guess not, since you said basically you're dead. Currently drinking a margarita. Oh, well, that's fun. You think it sounds more like a zip tie? No, you're right. It could be the difference between it going through the mic, but I don't know. I can't remember what the name of it's called. One of Ellie's sets of great-grandparents were alcoholics. It certainly rocks your posterity. Yeah. Absolutely. And if I was saying something, the live gaming stream tonight, if you can come by, you can come by. We can talk about anything. You can ask my daughter what it's like to be my daughter, and what's the best trade or something that she got for me, or something like that. And I might tell some stories to embarrass her. Oh, I got a couple right now. Okay, so from that song, "Hit Me Baby One More Time," the part, my loneliness is killing me. I must have when I'm not with you, I lose my mind. When she was little and couldn't pronounce words yet, she said she would sing it though. She would go, "I woos my mind." She would say "woos." I remember that one. And what's the name of that song? "California Dreamin'" by the Mamas and the Papas. She could not pronounce R's, so she would actually sing, or L's. She would sing, "Aldo Weave is bound, and the guy is gay." So that was fun. Fun stories. So there could be some more of that. So, I know you guys have lives and stuff, but if you're not doing anything, we'll be playing a game and looking at the chat. Our pal Kelly, well, she's not in here. She will be doing a debt-free scream on the debt-free stage in the lobby of Ramsey Solutions soon. And I'm efforting getting her to do a live video call in to the show. I don't know, to the Aftershow. I don't know if if they kick everybody out right after the show ends, or if she can stay in the lobby for a while and do it, or maybe she could do it from the parking lot or something there. But anyway, I think that would be really, really cool. And so, but we were talking about stuff that she can ask while she's there. I told her she should find out about the Smart Vesta Pros. What do you do if all the Smart Vesta Pros in your area require millions of dollars to invest? And you can't, and they won't work with you from your first dollar investing. What do you do then? So she can find out that, and how prevalent that is around, because some people in the chat have said their Smart Vesta Pro work with them from first dollar investing. But the ones that she's found haven't done that. And also the ones are, there was one that is, that only does ETFs. So that's interesting, which basically index funds. So she's going to find out about that from the try to. She's going to ask if she can talk to somebody in the Smart Vesting Pro vetting group, whoever they are over there at the Ramsey Solutions. What else? We want her to ask how John Deloney got poison ivy in the middle of winter. And I think there's one more thing we thought of too. I can't remember. But if there's one other question you could ask her to ask Dave or other hosts if he's not there that day, what would it be? And so you can just type those in the chat, and we can talk about them here. But I'll rewatch this video and write any that you think of down. And she may not be able to get to them all, but we can certainly provide her with a bunch. 1 minute. Let's see. Can we ask your daughter how much she drinks? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I'd be interested to know that too. I don't think it's a lot. Because she doesn't go out that much, especially since the pandy started. I don't think she has. AJ Davis said, I couldn't say R's, had to do speech therapy. That's rough, AJ. A friend of mine growing up had to do that too. R's were W's, right? Roger Rabbit ran rapidly down the riverside, right? Good job. Y'all better now, AJ? Google, our pals at Google that own YouTube. They struck a deal with a hospital chain to develop healthcare algorithms. It's all about the algorithms. That's right, Bowie from Big Bang Theory. You're right. That guy's good. Yeah, and that guy does not actually talk like that. It's all an act for the show. And you know what? I think that's all my that's all my stuff. So it's up to you guys now. Yeah, that was a fast 20 minutes. But yeah, I was planning on my daughter being available to do some of my responsibilities for me by talking, but guess not. So it's all on you guys now. Gonna need some questions, comments, anything you'd like me and the other chatters to weigh on. How's the sound? Is it all right? I know I'm further away from the mic here than I am at my and I was a little bit quiet. Let me scooch closer. I was a little bit quieter than my daughter was too on the gaming stream. Ellie heard Amazon bought MGM Studios. Yes, she did. I mean, yes, they did. I mentioned that yesterday that they were possibly going to do that. MGM would be your James Bond studio. Liz, this is live. Why wouldn't? Of course, I'm going to do it live, Liz. I do it as soon as the Ramsey Show video on YouTube is over. I hit my little button that says go live, and I go live. Welcome to the after show. Is this your first time to the after show, Liz? The first time, love. There's a little chat lag, but it's not supposed to be much, though. Or maybe you people are just really slow typers. I don't know. For anyone who cares, we paid off $50K in 1.5-ish years. We don't like ish, AJ. AJ, were you drinking during that time is what I want to know. And how much faster if you hadn't been. Mainly credit cards and 2 cars. Hola, chica. I'm glad you made it. AJ said, 100%. So, is that for drinking during that time? So this is subscribing. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Here's the deal on subscriptions and me possibly making any kind of money on here, including taking super chats. I have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watched hours. By tomorrow morning, I'll be over 200 hours watched. So I can't remember when I started. This is show 29 of the after show. And so been doing that long, and then plus weekends, blah, blah, blah. So a month or so. So hopefully it'll build up and I'll get that. Because you got to get that number. You can't just go forever. That has to be in a 365-day period. You have to have acquired that many. So the clock starts all over if you don't hit it in the first year. So, but we'll see. And that's also why I will accept. Thought about doing a Patreon, but I don't really have anything to offer. So I just paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. And then you can donate money and I'll use it to make the channel better. I have a new 1080p webcam that'll be here for Friday's show. And I bought a new mic as well, and that travels back and forth with me. One day when I get rich, I'll buy another set so I don't have to lug them back and forth. Should get like a nice briefcase or something to take them, so I don't have to have them in a Menards bag going back and forth. Every night was a big meal and a party, AJ said. Once again, thanks for Liz for subscribing, and thanks to all the rest of you guys for subscribing. I'm assuming you have, so thank you so much. Like the videos. I don't know if today started out with 2 dislikes, but yesterday did, and that was Bill's fault. But that's gonna happen. If nobody hates you, you are not doing it correctly. I usually got laughed at when I said $4 a month because I like an $8 bottle of wine that I got at most every other month. Yeah. That's what we call moderation, Sid. And I think isn't like a glass of wine a day supposed to be good for you, I think. I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm not a doctor. Margaret wants to have loads of laundry wars. Wants to know how many loads. Margaret has done 4. The gauntlet has been thrown down. Ellie, what do you got? According to the article Sid read yesterday, no wine is good for you. So ask your doctor. Ellie is on 6. Oh, she watched betting too. Oh, Margaret did not know that ahead of time. A good thing there was no wagering. Hope you at home didn't do any wagering on that. And towels. Yeah. Gotcha. Are you talking about antioxidants, which they say 1 glass of red wine a week? That's probably what I'm thinking about, Sid. As you said before this chat, I had all of my gray matter. With a snap of her fingers, she took away all of my gray matter. That's all right. No, you didn't change just because she said something. If you're fine 1 minute and then somebody says, well, if you did this all these years, then you're blah, blah, blah. You're still the same you were 2 seconds ago. So let's see. Ellie's on disbelief. Medical community flip-flops on what is supposedly good for you and not. They do. They do. Many thumb taps, not a snap. Maybe you thought you were Thanos snapping there. Margaret says, good mama, I'm a slacker. I could go strip the beds to stay in the game, but like I said, margarita. Okay. Maddie Bags said, yeah, I was thinking about what you said, Steve. It would be very hard for my wife to think of anything different than me not wanting to take Caden to a water park. Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna win that one, Maddie Bags. I know you wanted to make her think about it. I know you want to do what's best for your family. I know that, but this whole time you're trying to manipulate her into doing good stuff. Even if she doesn't want to, and that just doesn't work, unfortunately. Yeah, asking her what her thoughts were of coming up with a down payment. Yeah, I don't know that she would have a plan. I mean, you can ask, but don't try to. I mean, of course, she can take it any way she wants to, which most likely, since it's about money, seems like it would be bad for me. Not a counselor, so obviously financial, but not as far as marriage and relationships and stuff like that. So take it for what it's worth. But I just think if you're doing it with a purpose in mind, as to say, whatever you're doing, including not having a plan at all, is not going to make it happen. So she probably knows that already. And she just doesn't want to change anything. So, like I suggested earlier, I would do the best you can. If she's okaying stuff still, do what she's okay with. and just follow through with the counseling. Try to get her there with you. Oh, Ellie's doubling down. She has 2 more loads to wash after the washer finishes. So there you go. That's too many, Ellie. See, that's what you need all that insurance I was telling you about for on yourself, because you would have to hire somebody to do that much laundry. Sid will probably find out next week if she gets that job. And I'm secretly wishing that she does not get the job, because then I have to find another mod. And, darn, I mean, Bill wanted to be it, but, he screwed up. She thinks she's either a top contender or overqualified. Probably both. Like I said, tell them, see what you can do. If they come out starting saying you're overqualified, and it sounds like they're going down we're not going to hire you. See if you can promise them that you'll stay there X number of years. And you say, I know I'm overqualified, but I would love to have this job. Liz, quit your Dollar Tree weekend job. Did you have to be more available for family time or something? Or did you not like doing customer service? Sydney says the decision is made before they make the calls. That's true. It's not an impulse type corporation. You right, Sid. You right. But it's just, that's the worst thing that people can say. You're overqualified. Well, you put in the application, you'd probably take the job. So, I don't know. Wasn't really worth it. Yeah, there's something, if you didn't need the extra money, and you had reason to be home, like family or some other thing, or it made you a better person to chill on the weekends, that kind of thing. Yep. All right, gonna need more people. I don't have anything else written down. Come on, give me more. We're at 32 minutes, 50 seconds mark. So yeah, supposedly YouTube doesn't monetize you for language after the 10-minute mark. They examine the 10-minute mark, do that, but I think they only check the shows that are making decent money. You guys, nobody has anything. 10 loads is a lot of laundry. I do 10 loads in 5 weeks. That's the beauty of bachelor living. That's right, ladies. Single. If you're in the Columbus area, that email works for anything. Oh, yeah, speaking of that email, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. If you happen to be watching later and you can't catch it live during this time, to come on and type a question for me or any of these other fine people to answer. You can ask that bad boy through email. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com, and I would be glad to answer any type of question like that. Margaret wants to know, what is everyone's worst job? Was I still a teenager? Or very early 20s. I got a job at McDonald's, and I was there about 2 or 3 hours one day, the first day, and the manager asked me to scrub the dumpster. And I was too good for that at the time. So I thought I was too good. Fortunately, I was great at getting jobs, so I was hired again like less than a week later. I got a different job, maybe at Subway? I can't remember. Our overnight audit. That was while I was still in Suffolk, Virginia, before I moved to Virginia Beach. And moving into Virginia Beach is where no, that's a lie too. I almost told you that's the first time I got into working at movie theaters, but no, my very first job was working at a theater in my smallest town of Suffolk, Virginia. This would have been in the year of our Lord, 1984. And that was the year Ghostbusters came out. So I began to get to see all these movies for free. It was awesome. The theater there, one screen. So they've since, of course, in that town, in my small town of Suffolk, Virginia, there was 50,000 population there when I went in the 80s, late 80s, when I was there. But since then, they do have a mall with their own multiplex now. And hopefully, if it's not already, it'll be opening up. So to bring it back around to more of my life, I'm going to go see, everybody knows probably, Quiet Place 2 this weekend with my son. And they were selling, looked like half the theater they were selling. But no, when I bought the tickets a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, something like that, when I bought those tickets, none of the other ones were sold. And half the seats were blocked out. So, but I can't remember if I said this yesterday. The Meijer. Oh no, because I just found out today. Meijer is a grocery store, and they are one of the stores that puts 2-liter soft drinks, pop, as they say here, on sale for $1. It's normally like, at least $1.50, more like $1.66, $1.75, as much as $2 each. But anyway, they put it on sale sometimes for $1, and they have a thing called a 11 for 10 sale where you buy 10 things that cost $1 and you get one free one. So that's 11 for 10. That makes them 90 cents each. So I digressed. Meijer. They had a sign today that said you don't have to wear masks if you're fully vaccinated. Customers don't. It says customers. It didn't say the employees there. I think a lot of employers will err on the side of caution and keep their employees in masks for a while. So I'll have to see if they allow taking them off in the movie theater. I'm sure while you have to drink something or eat some snacks or something. But we never get those because money. So we're cheap. And even if I would want to spend some money, my son would say, no, don't buy that or something. We used to go to Chipotle after seeing a movie, but he stopped doing Chipotle like 2 or 3 years ago. Just cold turkey all of a sudden, no real reason. He said he just didn't want it anymore. So I may have told that story already too, but he would just get rice and large quesadilla and chips. So basically, all the carbs. He ate all the carbs. All righty, let's see. Oh, yeah, I said this was all brought on by Margaret's question about worst job. And so I mean, I guess I'd call that my worst job. Didn't have it that long. All the rest of them are pretty much. I mean, I try to make I'm pretty optimistic, not as much as our friend Joy, but I'm pretty optimistic, and I like to try to have fun, no matter what situation I am. I try to put myself around other employees that are not, grumble, 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 complain, complain, complain. And people with a decent work ethic as well, because if they don't have that, then that's an issue. But I mean, I don't like to report people for anything, because that's not my job. Sid says, sorry, my new boss is making us go in a circle and share our feelings and braid each other's hair. If I do that, that might be the worst. Do you have the feeling stick? Are you holding the feeling stick right now, Sid? Margaret would love to do organizing, but the hoarders scare her. Yeah. People can't do that. Yeah, I think I missed something. What did I miss? Oh, Ellie said, way up top here, 10 loads of laundry is nothing. In boot camp, she was a laundry pro. Did it over 100 people's laundry every day. Oh, I didn't know you were in the military too, Ellie. Or do you mean when your husband was I guess you would have been if you were doing the laundry. AJ Davis has only had one job, but installing HVAC equipment sucks. Attics are 140 degrees in the summer. I bet, sir. But that's the Lord's work you're doing there. Making people cool, temperature-wise, at least. Oh, and then AJ said it sucks to do work at hoarders' houses, and so then that's where that came from. All right. Can't believe I talked long enough for there to be a lot of chat I didn't read. Or people who let the animals poop everywhere. Yeah. Not so fun to go in people's houses to do work. Fortunately, I've only done that once or twice with my current computer repair job. Almost always my boss is the owner. He's the owner and my boss, both. And he has he's the one that goes out and does the on-site work. And I just stay at the shop and talk to you guys. AJ says people are gross. Grody to the max. Margaret gets mocked out for a clean house. Well, that's the best thing to be mocked for, probably. And being debt-free. Ooh, you're debt-free. That would be awesome for somebody to say that, thinking it's a bad thing. Oh, let's see. All right, so I read that about order scare, Margaret. Yeah, Ellie was about to say, do they give Sid a talking stick? I don't remember what that was in. It was probably in a bunch of movies. Ellie was in the Navy. She could sail the 7 seas. How many seas did you sail, Ellie? That's been in a bunch of movies and TV shows where they use the talking stick when they make fun of hippie gurus and stuff like that. I feel like a feeling stick would make me want to hit someone with the stick, AJ said. That's a good one. AJ says, all right, y'all, my time here has come to an end. Time to cook. I thought it and watch the Ramsey Show. Didn't you already watch it? Are you busy working when that happens? Or are you watching a different one? What's up, AJ? Inquiring minds want to know. AJ asks tells everyone it's a command, so no choice. Be good and stay safe. No seas, just the Great Lakes. No sailing. That seems like false advertising from the Navy then, Ellie. How long were you in there? Oh, AJ always watches it when he cooks. And again, he's not talking about Heisenberg type cooking. He's talking about meats and such. Let's miss most of today's show. Was busy at work. It is good to be busy at work. That means they need you there. He waits for his wife to get home and we cook and watch the show. That's awesome. 3 months. That's right. Fractured pelvis. I'm sorry. I forgot. You did tell me that before. Yikes. Yikes. Does that have any continuing effects, Ellie? Obviously, you're able to handle how many? It's cuatro children, right? I don't know what the 4 is in sign language. Is it 1, 2? I don't know how to do that. Oh, she says probably. She ignores crap though. That's right. Just push it down, and you'll let it explode on your husband or somebody. Cool. Maybe that's why you were mad in the Ramsey chat today, Ellie. While you were in a mood, stuff bubbling up to the surface that you just push down all the time. But yeah, just think about it. Compared to what you've already done, you're almost done. Yeah, you're tired of being gone. I'm sure you are. Is there an end date on that, or is he I can't remember what you said. Back and forth. Is he back and forth? I'm sorry, I don't remember what you said about that. Or if you did. But yeah, that's rough about it was supposed to be when you're debt free, and it might not be now. So I don't know. We can go over the numbers and so forth. Now he wants to do the fully funded emergency fund and then a house with cash. Oh, he wants to stay gone and make the mad bucks. He can't make that kind of money here. Because that's still going to take. And then recently he gave her a list of career things that would cost $100,000. Yeah, so yeah, I see what's going on. Yeah, I get you, Ellie. Maybe you can talk him out of all or some of that. Hopefully, because because I see why you think you're not almost done now. Yeah. But you're living on. I think it's almost half of less than half of the income, but still. It's not. It's still going to take a while. Even if you keep living like you're living now, to get the full emergency fund and a house with cash and $100,000 of stuff. Yeah, so it's aviation, but a specific thing. You need so many credentials that are so expensive. I got you. Oh, that's what kind of career things. Okay, I don't know what I was thinking of. I think material things, like physical things. But yeah, I got you. Gotta have the credential. Yeah, that's no fun. So hopefully you guys can come up with some kind of compromise on that, because I'm guessing you don't want any of that to happen. I'm sure you'd love a house at some point, but you'd like him to be in that house as well. Likes the money too much to walk away. Yep. Yeah, and you guys will have to have a talk about that more in depth. But yeah, certainly an issue. Right. Home, alive, way more than anything. Sure. Absolutely. I got it. You got to make sure he knows that emphatically. Oh, let's see. 50 minutes. Does anybody else have any thoughts? Any comments? Any words of wisdom? Any questions? Any idea? Did anybody? I didn't see any. Did anybody? Sid is back from sharing. Tell us what you shared, Sid. It'd probably be more appropriate for you to share it with this group than the other group. I'm looking at the chat again. Did anybody think of any questions for Kel to ask the? Oh, that's all right, Sid. Everybody was good today. Nobody, unless I blocked them, nobody bad came in. Unless I blocked them and didn't see them. But none of our new friends from the Ramsey Show chat today. It was like what? Like 3 of them came in early. I think 3 different ones, I believe. Since they wanted our take on the good, the bad, and the ugly from our position in the job. Now, did they really, or did they want it to make it look like they cared? Do you think? And you don't have to answer that. You know, being employed by them, you may not want to answer that, and that's fine. Once again, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can email me for a free financial coaching consultation assessment. And just email me your details, contact details, and I will give you a shout. And tell you what numbers I need to get started, and then we will schedule a Zoom call or Discord or something. We will use the technology for good, is what will happen. You can also get me on the gram at Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And you can donate at paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. We appreciate it. We'll use all of that for the purposes of making the channel better. I will not buy a new Xbox controller or a pair of scissors. Well, it's the new supervisor, so she needs to know how we feel. Oh, that's right. And that's the job that I told you should get, right? Liz asks, are you doing this every day after the Dave Ramsey show? It's not the Dave Ramsey show anymore. It's just the Ramsey show. Remember this? I know what you're talking about, though. Yes, I am. And even after replays so far, eventually I may throw up a replay of my own after a replay, or I may do some pre-recorded stuff and put that up instead. But for a while there, especially when I'm trying to get subs, and I did tell you to apply, Sid, you're right. While I'm trying to get some subscribers and trying to get hours watched within the year, I decided just to do it every day. So, and most times I'm more prepared than this. Like I said, I thought my daughter would be on to fill some time, but I'll have her on eventually. And if you have time, you can ask your questions in the chat tonight. and try to embarrass me or try to embarrass her. Either way, doesn't matter. She's down for it because it could eventually lead to some money for her. So she's good with that. She likes that I started investing because she's a beneficiary. So she and my son are 50-50 beneficiaries of my retirement account, and my plan is to just die and not be not need any care or special care or anything that drains that. I would rather have them to get it. So, but yes, and like I said, thanks for the question, Liz. I am doing it every day after the Ramsey Show YouTube video ends. It's also on Twitch now. And pretty soon I'll be probably simulcasting this on Twitch. To do that, I have to install some other software on my work computer, and eventually I'll be simulcasting on Twitch as well. But okay, so this show, the point that I'm trying to get to is the after show, which is this show, starts around 6 p.m. Eastern time is when that would be, when the Ramsey Show video ends on YouTube and on Twitch. They're at the same time. No more live video for them, but that's since December. So everybody should know that by now. They don't though. Any other questions? I said I ran through all the plugs, right? Yeah, including the donations. Yes, I did. Okay. Oh, and I am still doing extra an extra coaching session for people if they need it, where normally that would begin to incur a charge, but I have to coach 5 people as part of a homework assignment from the Ramsey Preferred boot camp. Speaking of boot camp, Ellie, I don't have to do people's laundry, but I do have to look at people's finances. And yeah, so that will, if it's needed, like if it's people like Ellie, for example, or like anybody else like that would be from the Ramsey Show chat. Basically, you guys know just about as much as I do, if not more. And so you would know what to do. So there's not going to be much. I can say maybe a few ideas. So aren't finances like people's dirty laundry? Ellie said. You right, Ellie. They are. And that's why some people don't want anybody else to see them. So, but sometimes you need people to look at them so you can get straightened out. But yeah, so I think I need Ellie, and I still need 3 more people to coach. So 3 more people would be eligible for, at least 3 more people would be eligible for an extra coaching session if needed. But all the people that are in the chat that came over from the Ramsey chat, pretty much all of them know everything. All right, Margaret has to go. Have a good night. Obviously, they dodged the Craigslist killer last night. Was the item that you got good? I forgot if you said what item you were getting from the Craigslist. I have bought some stuff from there, from like Craigslist before. I'm trying to remember what. I sold some stuff too. I sold I sold like when Wii's were hard to get, just like the World of Warcraft saga when I did that. When the Wii's were hard to get, I was working at Walmart, so I was able to get some of those and make a couple bucks on those. So She may have gone. We may have to find out what she got on the Craigslist another time. All right. Anybody else? Any questions? Oh, the Ramsey I've said it before on the show, but since I mentioned it, the Ramsey Preferred boot camp I'm in now, that is to, she says, Hub's got model train items. Yes, we are old. Hey, man, model trains. John Menard loves model trains. We have tons of that stuff in like the Christmas Village and the Halloween Village and stuff like that. We have tons of that stuff every Halloween and Christmas time. We have tons of that stuff because John Menard likes those. Also, a private company, no stock involved because the family owns it all. Ramsey, I remembered without having to write it down. Yes, Ramsey Preferred Boot Camp is so basically them vetting me to make sure I'm worthy of being Ramsey Preferred, to say that I'm Ramsey Preferred, and also so they refer clients to me. Like I would imagine, well, I don't know, so I won't say, but I would imagine, especially like somebody in Columbus, so you could do that kneecap to kneecap thing. But these days, all that stuff, and most, I would imagine most of that stuff, and most Financial Peace University classes are done via technology. Although some of your states like Florida, Alabama, or something like that, perhaps, where like churches never went online or anything like that, where people still went there, those may still have FPU classes there in person. I don't know. Ellie says, with the many Ohio calls they get, you'll be busy. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty. Unfortunately, I'm sure there's plenty anywhere. And so it's not if I'm not busy, it's not for a lack of there being people that could use the help. It would be for a lack of me being unable to sell it, or just not being in front of people, which that's part of why I'm doing the YouTube stuff. And also on Twitch, maybe if I mention something about money during a Twitch stream of the show, or streaming a game, and I happen to talk about money, maybe some kid won't get a credit card. That'd be awesome. It's always every once in a while, though. Every once in a while, there won't be any Ohio calls. There was I think 3 days in a row one time where there were no Ohio calls, but it does seem to be a lot. Sydney knits, but she is not old. That's what she's saying. Why do you do that, Sid? Is it relaxing? And of course, you like to have the items. I think I'm owed a knitted item, I believe. And since it's probably not a summer knitted item, you do have time though. So still on the clock, but you got some time. If you have any ideas for segments for the show, you can also email that. But you probably figure that out, because that would be if you ask any question. So Coach D Money, gmail.com. I would love to have a nice little graphic that would come in and go and stop, and then go and then go out again. Wouldn't that be awesome? That's so fun. And if when I give my Instagram, if I get any like hit a button and something up there, where that kid will come up and say, "Add me on the ground." It'd be so awesome. And if Troy Story was doing my production like he's supposed to be doing, that would happen. I don't know if he knows how to do any of that. I'm having to learn all this stuff myself, which is fun, but it does make for busy days with the coaching stuff, the coaching training, and the Ramsey boot camp, and trying to actually coach people, and still working 2 jobs. Not complaining, loving it. Lucky to be in this position. And I mean, it's great. I love having my own show. It's awesome. And I appreciate all you guys that take your busy time. You could be watching anything. You could be watching. What would you watch? What would I would watch probably Bones again if I was going to start something. Actually, I should catch up with the Breaking Bad prequel, Better Call Saul. Both of those are excellent show. The writing on Better Call Saul is probably better, but it doesn't have as much underworld stuff, or at least it's not as, I don't know, sexy is not the right word, but it doesn't have a school teacher making meth. Sorry for the spoiler, but it's only a spoiler through the first episode. So I do highly recommend Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. So I enjoy The Mentalist as well. I'd watch again. And so I'm so jazzed that you guys are watching this instead of doing that when you could be watching anything. So I appreciate it muchly. Liz, if you're still here, I appreciate that subscription, dog. That's awesome. It's awesome. I'm gonna try to get there, and it might be easier to get the 4,000 hours watched than the 1,000 subscribers, because subscribers may come and go. The hours watched go on there. Yeah, same list. I watch a couple of. She said she barely watches TV. She's never seen those shows. I watch like the new Star Wars shows with my son. We watched Mandalorian, and the new one is The Bad Batch, which is the Clone Wars sequel, more or less. And the Clone Wars and Bad Batch are animated, but it's still new Star Wars content, and it's still pretty cool. I want to say that's probably about all I really keep up with now. Doesn't mean there's a whole lot of stuff I'll go back to, but I do that, and I watch a lot of podcasts during the day, mostly from comedians that I like, because I like laughing. So I watch comedians that I like. They have podcasts. And generally, when they just talk off the cuff, they're just as funny as like stuff that they've written and said on stage. So, it's all I watch. Trying to think of something else. Yeah, I haven't really. I'm trying to think of. I think the last movie I watched was the third John Wick with my son, and that was probably 4 months ago or something like that. So it's just, I'm like these kids these days with the time, saying, okay, I'm going to sit down here and watch something for 2 hours. So, says, oh yeah, Steve, about your hat. This doesn't sound like this is going in a good direction. But and you brought me out. My mom is full German, and that's what she would say instead of you made me forget what I was talking about. She would say, you bring me out. So it's going to be shades of blue to gray. Do you want the Great, the crown or the brim. You're the expert on that, Sid. I will be happy with anything you decide is best. And that's what I tell people about when they ask about my hair, if I want the neck, what is it, straight or curved? I'm like, you know what you're doing. So, did I finish with talking about what I was watching or what? Oh yeah, the John Wick. I watched a movie with my son. Yeah, I finished with that. Okay, it's purely aesthetics. Yeah, I know, but you would know better than I what looks better. So I trust you. Question mark. Once again, if you can make it in, oh my gosh, it's 50. Let me see if the adult kid, has contacted me yet about if she's going to be able to make it. Hey, new subscriber. Look at. No, you can't see him. It says, Liz L, subscribe to your channel. So she was not lying after all. What do you know? Okay, so hopefully she will get her adult kid butt home and be able to do this stream. It may be later. It may go to if we can start at 9, we will. If it's going to be after that, I have to get up at 4 a.m. So we probably will not do it if it's going to be after 9. So yes, 41 again. It was 41. Then it went. Then Bill unsubscribed 2 or 3 accounts. Bill giveth, Bill taketh away. So that's how that worked. And I thought for sure one of those new cats would be in here, especially the guy that asked about, does anybody have a show? But maybe he just worded it awkwardly and did mean the Ramsey personalities, maybe. But I just thought that was awful weird. Yeah, my glasses don't really sit straight. Okay. That's right. Cashies a fan. Don't say people's names, because sometimes when you do that, Sid, sometimes they appear. And it doesn't always work out well. Yep. So I guess that's about all I have today. Unless any of you have anything. 6 still watching. Of course, people could have left it on and gone about their life. Do not say, that's right, do not, Beetlejuice 3 times said, do not do that. I got 6 people still watching, but maybe they have bounced out and graciously left the video playing, which I think if you have it like playing and not the top window, YouTube may be smart enough to know that. But if you leave it on and you're not sitting in front of the monitor, they may not know it. So I appreciate that effort. All right, get ready, Sid. Oh, Liz is still working, so she still has it on. Thank you, Liz. Appreciate it. Appreciate it muchly. Overtime, yes, and of course that equals bags. If you're working longer, look for me at in 45 minutes to see if that gaming stream is up. Because we'll be playing a game at the same time, but we do tend to run our mouths. Yep, thank you for being here, Liz. I'm so glad you can make it. Good to see you. One of the episodes, I don't know if you've looked at any of my back catalog of after shows, but the subtitle of one yesterday or the day before yesterday was "Welcome back, Liz," or "What up, Liz?" from that day that you came in, the Ramsey Show chat. Sid has 2 12.5-hour days back to back next week. Fun times. But the big question, Sid, is are you off in time to be audibly on the after show? Paying down that mortgage, Liz says. Ellie's kind of here. I know you got that laundry happening. I appreciate you leaving the show running, Ellie. Thank you so much. Working till 8 Eastern all week. So, Sid, unavailable. So, I'll have to see what I can do about perhaps getting guests, or if you can call in Monday. Okay. I'm going to hold you to that. And have stuff to talk about. You can talk about those articles that you sent me about retirement. And you can like compare and contrast them would be a good idea. Or if you have other topics to talk about by then, you certainly are welcome to. Alrighty, kids. I hope to see some of you guys, some of you people. What do you mean, you people? That line is from Tropic Thunder. Oh, I can scare you with that first one. Yeah, on camera. Oh, yeah, fun. Oh, Memorial Day company holiday. Oh, yeah. Oh, that will probably be a replay, won't it? I'm trying to remember if they always take Memorial Day off. I think so. So, yeah, I believe so. And the Friday before that, I think, too, which is that's this Friday, right? So maybe a replay Friday and Monday. Right, Dave's gone. Dave's already gone. In his mind, he's already gone on Friday and on Memorial Day. But we'll see. We'll see about. I want to say some of the other personalities were on last Memorial Day. I may be fronting. My mind may be incorrect. But anyway, so I told you to get ready, Sid. And what I'm going to say right now, people, is so catch me. In 43 minutes, look for me to be live streaming on Twitch and on the YouTube. It'll be on this same YouTube channel, the same Steve time, same Steve channel. I will be video gaming with my daughter if she gets home. And so, but what I want to say to you, right? Oh, question for Ellie has a question for everyone. What debt-free streams have impacted you the most? I didn't see it live, but Debt-Free Granny's story is always very, very compelling. Because that was a not only doing smart stuff financially, that was saving a marriage on top of that. Some of the people that have lost spouses, that after that they got debt free. Some of those. Trying to remember. A lot of people like the single ones. I get it might be more relatable for people that make less money. Yeah, Cynthia. Yep, absolutely. Ellie. The single debt-free streams from the single people, male or female. People might relate to that more because it's less money than a combined income. But sometimes the wife doesn't work though. So, Budget Girl, I don't know when you Dollar Dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't think I saw what's his name? Starts with a D. Not Durker. What's his name? Something like Durker. Sydney's not inspired by the DFSs. What about the art? What is it? The ROUSSs. That's from Princess Bride. Troy is Dollar Dude. What's the guy with from Alaska? It's not. It's something like Durker, but that was the street my the computer shop company used to be on. It's something like that. Anybody know? I will look into that and get back to you on that as to what his name was. It's motivation gets crushed but not uplifted by other people's stories. So yeah, the biker oil guy, yeah, from Alaska. Yeah, his nickname started with a D. So that's a good one. That's a good one because but again, that wasn't a debt free scream. That's his thing that they don't do anymore. Which supposedly they were going to be doing something like that, but we haven't seen any of it. Yeah, his real name is Ken. You're right, Ellie. They were supposed. What are those called? Those stories, and they stopped doing them. Basically, like they highlight the the entire story of the debt free screamers, and it's and a bunch of the parts of that are in Financial Peace University. It's not a sick and tired moments. It's I can't remember what it's called. Gosh, Sid, how come you don't know what it's called? Yeah, there were particular like stories where the name of the series would come up on it, and then it would feature them. And of course, Maddie and John had one, Debt Free Granny. They had one, and she's in a lot of. She and him both are in a lot of Financial Peace University videos, like just a little bit of theirs. I will get back to you on that. I need that dude's turning points. That's right, Sid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Turning point videos, right? Mod said they were working on something kind of like that, but we haven't seen anything like that. So, but yeah, those turning points are awesome, and they're all still on YouTube, so you can still look at those. Debt Free Granny, her name is Maddie, her husband's John, and Debt Free Granny is what her name is in the chat, and she's one of the OG original gangsta YouTube crazies. I guess that's what we are all now. List remembers the guy who got drunk and fell and ended up in a wheelchair. Yep. And that shows him like starting to walk again, shows some of his rehab and stuff, right? So yeah, those turning points are all available for any of you that need inspiration. There's Debt Free Scream, just Debt Free Screams on there, but there's also those which get more into detail and like go to the people. They go to their homes and to their towns and stuff, and film videos about that. Alrighty, so I'm gonna chill my voice for about a half hour or longer if we can't go. Thanks for the extra content, Ellie. Asking questions, love it, love it, love it. Sid, get ready. Once again, Coach Steve Money, gmail.com for questions for free coaching, financial coaching consultation. For going to PayPal and sending me money, you can either just send money and put in my email address, coachstevemoney@gmail.com, or you can go to paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney, and one day I'll have all that stuff on graphics as well, and it'll go choo 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 or something like that. That will be so fun, won't it? And what I want to tell you right now, though, is to make smart financial decisions. And then it's Sid's turn to finish it up. Because that's what I used to just say, make smart financial decisions. And Sid thought of a button of it for it when, that's right, every day, she says. And she also says, that's CoachTBunny@gmail.com. Free consultations. PayPal donations are cool too. They are cool. PayPal approved. She forgot the L. It's okay. She's probably on a phone. She's usually on her phone when she does this, and I hate using the phone for this. All right. Oh, I tried to end it and didn't end it. So I'll just say bye now. Thanks so much for coming, everybody, and watching and subscribing. Love you all.